Live from historic Fenway Park here in Boston, the show has an AL East matchup. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox. First pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, just about ready to go here at Fenway. And today on the hill, it's Walker Buehler. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
And he makes the catch. And there's one down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
That one finds the zone. 1-2. That's down and in. One out, base is empty.
2 balls, 2 strikes. That's a ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk. Man at first with one gone. And now the big time power threat, Anthony Santander. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Throw into third. And he's out. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Springer, 35 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2011. And that one pulled foul. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Santander off of first with 2 away. That one not close. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And that's down and away.
2-2.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. This one in the dirt. Runner holds, and it's a full count. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. And we're back. And starting this one, Chris Bassett.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Fouled off. He was late. And that's outside. And it's a ball and a strike.
1-1. Here.
That one missed. High fly ball, right field. Springer on the move. And out number 1 on the grab. And here is Devers.
Yeah, and here's a fun stat on Devers. He's at his best when he's hitting homers and doubles. And by the time he was 26 years old, Devers already had over 150 home runs and more than 200 doubles. He's just the 15th player in baseball history with those kinds of numbers at that age.
And this one looks like trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Really nice job staying inside with his hands to fight off that pitch. Man, that cutter was bearing in on him, but he found a way to stay with his approach, didn't spin off it, and he hit it pretty well.
Here's Alex Bregman. Line drive, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And it's 1-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And another ball.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Red Sox already leading. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Trevor Story now. There's the swing and a miss.
No balls. 1 strike. One.
In the dirt, but kept close. Bregman off of first with 2 away. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Top of the second. Now it's the DH, Will Wagner. Walker Buehler will go back to work. That is upstairs for ball 1. That one out to right. Abreu puts it away for the out. Ernie Clement now at the plate. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-1. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it surprised a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
3-2 now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So 2 down now, and here is Alan Roden. And that's in for a strike. And now it's even up. 2 out, space is empty. Next offering is fouled back. Fights it off. He'll see another. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Back now at Fenway, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for Boston, number 28, Bassett back to work. Outside.
1-0.
2 balls, no strikes to count.
2-0.
Inside, just missed. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Lifted in the air, right center field. Pulls up, and that's in there for a knock.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. Ball 1, no strikes. Nobody out, runner at first. And that one wrapped foul. The 1-1. That one fouled off. In the dirt, blocked. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. In the dirt. Hit on the ground to the right side. Steps on first for the out. And the batter now, Ceddanne Rafaela.
I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone here. Pitcher's looking for a strikeout or a ground ball, hoping to keep that runner at third.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
A runner at third with less than 2 outs. This is the guy that usually comes through in these spots.
And that one is lifted in the air. Lucas makes the play. Runner tagging from third. He's in on the sacrifice fly. And they take a 2-run lead. Carlos Narvaez up next for the Red Sox. And ball 1.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
And that's downstairs and outside. Slapped foul. Yeah, that's fouled off. Righty delivers. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Back here at Fenway, on to the 3rd inning. Now here is Tyler Heineman. Right through there for a strike. That's off the inside corner. 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. With a pitch away, that's exactly what you want to do with it. Drive it the other way. And right there, just barely able to keep it fair down the line for the double.
Bo Bichette up to the dish.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
And that's off the outside edge. And that's ball 2. Back up the middle and a base hit. Runner holds at third, respecting the big arm at center field.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter, so no surprise.
Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. In comes the run from third, and it's a one-run game.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. That's in there, and the count is 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2 on, 1 out. That one misses. Going to count 1-2. And no one can get there. Bichette around third and headed home. Here comes the throw. It's off the mark, and he scores. It's 2-2.
That's 3 singles in a row. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Springer in the box now. Takes strike 1. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs. Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. That one felt good. His second homer of this series, and they lead it. It's 5-2. 1 down, and now the DH, Will Wagner. Fouled off left side. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
The next offering misses, and the count now 2-0.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one hit to right. And it stays fair. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away. Alan Roden next up for the Blue Jays. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Duran makes the play. 2 down. And now for the Jays, Tyler Heineman. A double and a run scored his first time up. In for a strike. It's 0-1.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
0-2.
Good eye in that spot. That missed by a lot. And the count's even at 2. In the air, out towards left center. Rafaela pulls it down, and that'll do it. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 5-2. Back inside Fenway Park as we go to the last of the third. Stepping in, Jarren Duran. That's in there. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
And a base hit right there. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
So a man at first. Here's Rafael Devers. Off the mark there, and it's 1-0.
1-0.
To third might be 2. And now runners at the corners, nobody out. Now it's Alex Bregman.
Here's someone that loves playing at home, and who can blame him? His numbers are historically better, and he's already 1 for 1 out of the chute.
That one's in there. That's strike 1.
He's looking for a strikeout or a ball on the ground for a double play to sort of calm this situation down.
In the dirt.
No ball.
No advance. Good job behind the dish. And he gets Bregman. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Now batting Tristan Casas. That's 3 there for a strike. Runners are at the corners, 1 away. And a foul ball. Just off the outside edge. Now 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's Story now. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Runners on first and third, 2 away here in the last half of the third. Foul ball, still 0-2. A sliding stop. Fires to first. What a play to end the inning. Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the fourth, Garrett Crochet.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
And now the center fielder, Nathan Lucas. Fly to left his first time. And first offering is fouled off.
So, Boog, you went to college in this town. What was it like for you being a college student and having the opportunity to bounce over here to Fenway Park and see some games?
Yeah, in fact, 1990, a couple of college classmates and I, we were in college. We bought standing room tickets, and then the next night got a chance to see the Red Sox clinch the East against the White Sox in that sliding catch in the corner by Tom Brudansky. The Red Sox would end up losing to the Oakland A's in the playoffs, but that's one of the things that I'll think about in terms of memories from going to college and going to Fenway. Bichette stands in now and watches strike 1. And that one fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. Here's Andres Jimenez.
A walk, and he's also single.
You see the velocity 97 with that fastball. That's in there, and it's 0-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout, and he strikes out the side here in the fourth. Bottom four, and stepping in for Boston, number 28. That's in for a strike. You know, Singy, they talk about Red Sox Nation, but there is something to that because the Boston Red Sox aren't just about Boston or Massachusetts. It's that whole New England area. So you're talking about Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Northern Connecticut. There's a whole segment of the country that is locked in on the Boston Red Sox pitch to pitch throughout the summer. Swings and misses, struck him out. Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. Grounded out his first time. Swings through that one. 0-1.
They travel really well, and I think Red Sox fans are sprinkled all over the country.
Right through there for a strike. And that's in the dirt. And that's ball one. Popped up. Bichette sizes this one up. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down, base is empty. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, Cedar Rafaela. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. And that one upstairs. Rafaela, 24 years old, and he's a native of Curacao. On the ground, right side. He steps on the bag. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now for the Jays, Anthony Santander. Crochet back to work. That one is upstairs. That one off the mark. 2 balls, no strikes.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side or the fans better look out in the stands.
The 2-1. And there's a ball.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. 1 up, 1 down. And the batter is George Springer.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
And that's way high, and it's 2-0. In the air, right field. Abreu makes the grab for the second out. 2 outs, base is empty. Digging in, Will Wagner. 1 for 2. That one's in there, and it's 0-1. And a swing and a miss there.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And they'll do it again. Swing and a chopper out to short. Sends it to first. 3rd out. Back here at Fenway Park, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Carlos Narvaez. Just missed.
You know, these Red Sox finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
On the ground, right side. And he takes it himself for the out. So the lineup flips over. Now batting Jarren Duran. Ripped to third and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Next pitch is outside.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And that's in the dirt. And Devers hits that one. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that's the inning. Back here in Boston. All set for the top of the sixth. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. Just missed. Line drive and a base hit. And they have their first hit since the third inning. Here's the left fielder, Alan Roden.
That's foul.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Bregman snags it, and there's one away. Tyler Heineman getting ready to hit. A switch hitter batting right. Double play ball to second. There's one, and that's two. Back here at Fenway, bottom of the sixth. Here's the third baseman, Alex Bregman. Swing and a foul out of play. Next offering is fouled back. Next offering misses down and away. Just off the inside corner. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. Tristan Casas up next for the Red Sox. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
One.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swings and misses. Strikeout number 8. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. A changeup missing. 1-0. That one catches the corner for a strike. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1-2.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Sean Newcomb.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Lucas in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Fought off foul. Here's a 1-1. Foul ball. Up the middle. It's through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Bichette in the box here lets that one go for a ball. In the dirt, it gets to the backstop. And now a man into scoring position. Bregman to first. Just got him on that one. So digging in, Andres Jimenez. Ripped, but it curls foul. And that's off the inside edge. And now it's even 1-1. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. And Newcomb fires. Oh, right to the backstop. Lucas up to third on the wild pitch.
Heads up base running right there.
Here's the 2-2. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. And now the first baseman, Anthony Santander. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Hard hit right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back in Boston, now it's the second baseman, number 28. On the corner for a strike, 0-1. Foul ball there. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. 1 away. Wilyer Abreu will hit next.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
That's a strike. It's 0-1.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
No ball. 2 strikes.
And that's outside. Got him looking. That's his 9th strikeout so far. And here is Ceddanne Rafaela. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
And it's fouled away. Ball to strike. The pitch. Bounced up the middle. Fires over to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Greg Weissert.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Springer, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And a good start to the inning.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say.
Runner takes off. Swing and a miss.
No ball.
Throw. Save. Springer at second with nobody out. Good eye right there. That one at 95, missed up top. 2-2. And he hits a ground ball right side and foul ball. Line drive, makes the catch, and there's one gone.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Clement, batting with one down, takes a strike.
0-1.
Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2. And that one goes straight to the backstop. Springer up to third on the wild pitch. One away with a runner at third. And we're in the top of the eighth. That one the other way. Casas takes it to the bag. Quick recovery from the misplay. Pays off for the out. Alan Roden next up for the Blue Jays.
0 for 3 in this one.
Swing and a miss as he was late. 2 outs with a runner at third. And that finds the mark on the outside corner. 0-2 now. To the right side. That's out number 3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. Brendan Little. He last pitched 2 days ago. Carlos Narvaez digs in now. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
2 balls, no strike.
Next pitch is inside, and that's ball 3. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
Back to the top of the order now, and next for the Red Sox, Jarren Duran. 1 for 3. Swing and a miss.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
The other way, fair ball. And they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback.
That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Devers, the next to hit, takes outside. That one's in there, and the count is 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
In the air, right field, and a base hit coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they cut the lead to 2.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ballgame.
And in this critical spot, up steps Alex Bregman. Line to right, base hit, in to score from third.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch.
A new arm into the game, the righty, Jimmy Garcia.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
First and second, no outs. And here's the first baseman, Tristan Casas. And that misses. Ball one. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Swings through that one for strike two.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Here's Trevor's story. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically. He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Got him swinging. Here's the second baseman. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
That's in there. That's strike one.
That was just paint on the first pitch fastball.
And fouled off. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the...
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Brennan Bernardino. This is his 5th appearance of the year. Well, 1-run game, and here's the catcher, Tyler Heineman. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at-bat.
1-2.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. That one missed.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's down and in.
Full count.
That one the other way. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. Next to hit, Nathan Lucas. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And that skips in the dirt. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. On to first, and there's 2 gone following the strikeout. 2 down, bases empty. Now a chance for Bichette. And that's in the dirt.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one finds its way through. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting second baseman Andres Jimenez.
And now it's going to be Andres Jimenez. Right through there for a strike.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you've got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Tap foul at the plate. In the dirt. Squirts away a little bit. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. A little bit high. And that's ball 3.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
And base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. Pitch was away, so he definitely pulled off it there. Not what you want to do with the pitch in that location, really, but he was.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. And the runners will move up. So with second and third occupied, they go for the intentional walk. Base is now loaded, and there's a force at every base. So bases all loaded up. Here's George Springer. He's already homered here in this one. Fouled off down the right side. Gets a piece and stays alive. Out to short. Story. They take the force out. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Abreu stands in now, looks at that one inside. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that one fouled off. The next pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And 1 away. He's 2 outs away. Cedar Rafaela up next for the Red Sox.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
0-1.
In there at the knees. And that's strike 2.
0-2.
That's a little bit low. That's inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Blake Sable.
Well, they're going with the lefty bat here, Boog, trying to improve that matchup for a very important at bat in this game.
That's in there, and that is strike one. And that is out of play. The Red Sox down to their final strike. That one drifts inside.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Inside. The count now 2-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just